Only 1 hour left. This is about your daughter. This Thursday she will be facing something that could change her entire path, and you need to know about it right now. The divine has guided you to this message because time is running out. What's about to happen isn't just coincidence. It's a spiritual crossroads that requires your immediate attention. The universe has been trying to reach you through signs, through feelings, through that nagging worry in your heart about her. This moment isn't random. You were meant to find this message at exactly this time because Thursday is almost here, and your daughter needs divine protection more than ever. This message isn't just information. It's divine intervention. What happens to your daughter this Thursday will affect not just her immediate future, but her entire spiritual journey. The consequences of not knowing could leave her vulnerable to forces you can't see. Your parental instincts have been screaming that something important is coming. That restless feeling, those sleepless nights thinking about her safety. The divine has been preparing your heart for this moment. Spiritual forces are at work around your daughter's situation, both protective and challenging. The difference between her walking into Thursday prepared versus unprepared could change everything. Your awareness, your prayers, your divine connection as her parent. These are the keys that unlock heaven's protection for her. Time is critical, and your daughter's spiritual safety depends on what you do with this information. If you're ready to receive divine intervention for your daughter, type protect now. The universe has aligned every star and angel to deliver this urgent message to you. At this exact moment, your heart is already prepared. That's why you're here. Let this divine energy flow through your parental love and create a shield of protection around your daughter. Your readiness to act invites heaven's blessing closer. This is your moment to step into your power as a spiritually aware parent. The spiritual realm has been watching your daughter closely. Angels assigned to her protection have been sending signals, trying to alert you to what's approaching this Thursday. There's something powerful happening in the unseen world around her that requires parental awareness and divine intervention. Your daughter is at a spiritual crossroads. Though she may not realize it yet, the energy around her has been shifting, preparing for a moment that will test her faith, her strength, and her connection to her highest path. This isn't about ordinary teenage challenges. This goes deeper. Her soul is being called to make choices that will determine her spiritual direction. The divine has been orchestrating events to ensure you receive this message because your role as her parent includes being her spiritual guardian. Thursday represents a pivotal moment where your prayers, your awareness, and your divine connection can make all the difference in how events unfold for her. Like this video to claim protective energy for your daughter right now. You're activating a divine shield around your entire family by acknowledging this message. Your spiritual vibration is rising to match the level of protection your daughter needs. This isn't just about receiving information. It's about stepping into higher awareness. As a parent, the universe recognizes your willingness to protect your daughter at the spiritual level. This Thursday carries special spiritual significance that affects young people especially powerfully. Cosmic events are aligning in ways that create both opportunities and challenges for souls like your daughter who are sensitive to spiritual energy. The divine timing of this revelation isn't coincidence, it's intervention. Your daughter is approaching a spiritual crossroads where she'll face decisions that seem small, but carry enormous weight for her future. The energy shifts happening around her this week have been building for months. Every challenge she's faced recently has been preparing her for this moment. But here's what the spiritual realm wants you to know. She doesn't have to face this alone or unprepared. Your awareness changes everything. When parents become spiritually alert to their children's divine timing, heaven can work through that connection to provide protection and guidance. Thursday will test her faith, her strength, and her ability to stay connected to her highest path. Your prayers and spiritual protection can tip the scales in her favor. Archangel Michael says a parent's love combined with divine awareness creates unbreakable protection. This is why you're receiving this message now. The weight of worry you've been carrying about your daughter is about to be transformed into spiritual power. Type 777 to activate divine intervention for Thursday's events. This number sequence opens the gateway for heaven's protection to fully surround your daughter. Liberation from fear comes through taking spiritual action for those we love most. If you wish to express your support further and contribute to continued spiritual guidance for families, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $50. The universe recognizes this energy exchange and returns blessings to your family. That nagging feeling you've had about your daughter lately isn't your imagination. It's divine communication. The universe has been trying to prepare your heart for Thursday's events through your parental instincts. Every time you've looked at her recently and felt that unexplained concern, every moment you've wanted to hold her closer or protect her more, these were spiritual downloads preparing you for this. Revelation. Your sensitivity to her energy isn't overprotectiveness, it's divine guidance. The restless nights, the sudden urges to check on her, the feeling that something important is coming, all of this has been heaven's way of making sure you're spiritually alert. When this message reached you, parents' intuition is one of the most powerful spiritual gifts, and yours has been working overtime because Thursday matters so much. Trust what your heart has been telling you. The divine is confirming that your concerns are valid and your protection is needed. Your daughter possesses spiritual gifts that make her both powerful and vulnerable. Thursday will mark an important milestone in her soul's development, but it's also when she'll need the most protection. The divine plan for her life includes moments like this, tests that help her grow stronger and more connected to her purpose. But here's what makes Thursday different. The spiritual forces around her are more intense than usual. She's being called to step into a higher level of her gifts, which means the resistance she faces will also be stronger. This is where your role as her spiritual guardian becomes crucial. The prayers you offer, the protection you visualize around her, the divine light you call down on her behalf, these create a spiritual safety net that allows her to navigate Thursday's challenges successfully. She may not understand what's happening at the soul level, but your awareness can bridge that gap. Your spiritual support helps her stay connected to her highest path, even when earthly circumstances become confusing. Type 11 to affirm your readiness to stand as your daughter's spiritual protector this Thursday. You are divinely equipped with the strength needed for challenging parental moments like these. The spiritual protection available through your awareness is more powerful than any earthly force. Your courage to face what's coming for your daughter activates heaven's intervention. This number sequence connects your heart directly to the divine protection your family needs right now. Archangel Michael stands ready to surround your daughter with divine protection this Thursday. Spiritual guardians have already been assigned to your family, waiting for your awareness to activate their full power. The moment you acknowledge this message, a divine shield begins forming around your daughter that no negative force can penetrate. Your prayers create spiritual armor that she'll wear even when she doesn't realize it. The protection rituals you perform between now and Thursday, lighting candles, speaking blessings over her, visualizing her surrounded by white light. These actions call down heaven's most powerful defenders. Your family's connection to divine protection forces runs deeper than blood. It's written in your souls. The angels respond to parental love combined with spiritual awareness faster than any other prayer. Your daughter doesn't walk into Thursday alone because you're standing guard in the spiritual realm. Here's what the divine realm reveals about Thursday. Your daughter will face a moment that tests her connection to her highest path. This isn't about physical danger, but spiritual crossroads that determine her future direction. She'll encounter a decision that seems ordinary on the surface, but carries extraordinary weight in the spiritual realm. Someone will offer her something that appears beneficial, but could pull her away from her divine purpose. Or she might feel pressured to compromise values that keep her spiritually protected. The specific situation varies, but the spiritual significance remains the same. Thursday challenges her ability to stay true to who she really is. Your parental intervention makes the crucial difference between her recognizing the spiritual importance of her choices versus missing it completely. When you pray for her discernment, when you ask angels to guide her decisions, when you trust your instincts to have important conversations with her, these actions create a spiritual safety net that helps her navigate Thursday successfully. The divine timing reveals this to you because your awareness changes her outcome. Type 444 to align with the divine protection plan unfolding for your daughter. Each step you take from this moment until Thursday will be guided by heavenly wisdom. Your actions as a spiritually aware parent are purposeful and powerful. The divine is directing your heart toward exactly what your daughter needs for protection. Trust the guidance flowing through your parental instincts, because heaven speaks through the love you have for your child. Between now and Thursday, take these divine steps to protect your daughter. First, spend time in prayer specifically asking Archangel Michael to assign extra guardians to her path. Visualize her surrounded by protective white light every morning and evening. If you feel called to have a conversation with her about staying true to herself, trust that timing. The divine often speaks through parents to prepare children for spiritual challenges. Create spiritual barriers around her by blessing her room, her belongings, and the places she'll be on Thursday. Light a white candle and speak protection over her future. Most importantly, listen to your intuition about her activities and friendships this week. If something feels off, investigate gently. Your spiritual sensitivity is heightened right now because she needs your protection. The divine timing of this message gives you just enough time to take action. Don't second guess the urgency you feel. It's heaven's way of making sure your daughter has everything she needs to stay connected to her highest path. Thursday's spiritual challenge will ultimately bring your family closer together. Sometimes the divine allows tests that strengthen the bonds between parents and children. Your daughter may not understand why you're being extra protective or attentive this week, but your spiritual awareness creates healing in your relationship that she'll recognize later. The divine is weaving your family bonds stronger through this shared experience of heavenly protection. Type 888 to claim the healing energy flowing into your family through this divine intervention. This number sequence activates abundance of love, protection, and unity. Your heightened spiritual awareness as a parent doesn't just protect your daughter, it elevates your entire family's connection to the divine. When parents operate from spiritual wisdom instead of just earthly concern, children feel safer and more connected to their own spiritual gifts. Thursday becomes a turning point where your family's faith deepens together. This Thursday marks a spiritual turning point for your entire family. Not just your daughter, your willingness to receive divine guidance and take spiritual action for her protection awakens gifts in you that will serve your family for years to come. Type 999 to embrace the transformation happening through your role as a spiritually aware parent. This number sequence activates completion of old patterns of worry and fear, replacing them with divine confidence and trust. You're rising to a higher level of spiritual awareness that changes how you parent and how your children respond to your guidance. This experience teaches you to trust the divine communication that flows through parental love. Your daughter's spiritual safety this Thursday becomes the foundation for a new chapter in your family's spiritual journey together. The divine is lifting your entire household to new heights of protection, awareness, and connection to heavenly guidance. Only minutes remain before the spiritual window for Thursday's protection fully opens. The divine support surrounding your daughter is available, but it requires your immediate engagement and awareness. Take action now. Pray, visualize. Protection, trust your parental instincts and speak blessings over her life. Your family is surrounded by more spiritual protection than you can imagine, but it activates through your faith and action. Remember, you are never alone in the challenges of parenting. Thursday's events are guided by a divine plan that includes your daughter's growth and your family's spiritual awakening. Trust the guidance flowing through your heart and step boldly into your role as her spiritual guardian.